Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Apple stock. We're going to be doing the weekly recap from the 19th to the 23rd of October. And guys, I hope you will like the video and you will subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome. If you want to check me out on Patreon, please do. The link is in the description. You get early access, early posts, buying signals, selling signals, consultations, exclusive Discord chat and voice chat. So make sure you join me on Patreon. That would be awesome. All right, guys. So let's get into this analysis right away. So what's been happening with Apple? We've been getting destroyed since the Apple event, and I've been saying that the Apple event would have been a very good rally until about the event, and then we would probably sell off, which we did, and we sold off heavily. And you can see we even went below the trend line that we drew previously, which didn't matter that much, but whatever. Right now we are around the 115.10 price target. I previously said that below this level would be a great buying opportunity. I myself, I have bought around the 115, 114 level, bought this at the bottom. Earnings is about to come up. It's going to be one of the best earnings Apple has ever had. So this is going to be very interesting. And on top of this, they have released the iPhone 12, obviously, which is going to be significantly it's going to be very important, right? This move might have happened because of the fact that the Apple 12 might not be registered in this quarter, but in the second quarter, or at least the fourth quarter of this year. So that might have been the reason for this correction. And the stock market has been pretty stale and pretty bearish lately because of uncertainties. Now let's take a look at the weekly, right? Because we started the week at the 100. Let me see, $120, $120.4, and then we had a huge dump of shares till about 115.7. You can see this in the MACD and the RSI. We went down significantly. We bottomed out right there, and then we started a small rally in this channel of about 118.5 and about 116.1. So we rallied down here. You can see that this was a really red day, the 19th of October, which was the Monday, and then on the Tuesday in the pre-market we went up, but then that didn't matter. We went back down until open. At open, we bounced from 115.8 to about $118.57. You can see that we reached a top on the MACD on the 30 minutes. We reached a high on the RSI. And then after that, we were rallying downwards again for the 21st of October, which was the Wednesday. So once again, we went back to 116.6. Seems like we had a higher low. That was good. We topped out again at the $118.7, came back down to this low $116.7, and we pretty much moved sideways again. So the market's looking like it's in a limbo. And then finally, we made a move downwards on the 22nd of October, which was Thursday. We pretty much headed down on the last hour, which was so crazy, to 116.77 on the 21st, caused us to rally up in the pre-market for the 22nd of October, and we headed up to $118, and then we crashed way back down to the $115. And that was insane, guys. We almost bottomed out on the RSI. You can see the RSI is now turning out to be a little bit higher at this price, so that's nice. And we rallied sideways pretty much throughout the day. You can see the MACD went up again to the positive to make more positive candles. And yeah, Friday was pretty negative as well. The stock market was moving downwards at first, and then it came back to neutral. So you see that we went down significantly towards the $114.3. This would have been a great buy. And then at the end of the day, we had a little bit of positive movement to the $115.8. So this was pretty much a huge correction for Apple stock. You can see that this whole move was corrected. We corrected the gap. We corrected this whole move for Apple event. And we're now at a price point where Apple is very stable, very stable price point. So we can be looking at more moves to the upside I think we'll see probably around 10 to 20 points moves coming up for earnings, right? Because earnings is going to be pretty great. Most companies are going to be reporting pretty good numbers, all right? So, yeah, let's look at the 1 hour. Let's look at the 4 hour. It's going to be very significant to be looking at these because those are going to give us some hints of what's happening. We can see on the 1 hour that RSI is significantly low. In comparison to the past, it's pretty low. It's about to be having a huge move to the upside. We're also at the bottom of the MACD, so wouldn't be surprised to see a huge move now. Something around like this, possibly. Wouldn't be surprising at all, actually, because earnings is usually a positive catalyst for us to rally towards it. And yeah, so let's look at the 4 hours. Same story here, very similar. We're bottoming out on the MACD. You can see that right there. MACD is about to bottom out. We can see that the RSI is super low. We could significantly move upwards, something like that, or like this would be probable. And because of the fact that we're so low on the MACD, any move to us that would look like this would be a 10 to 20 point move. And it wouldn't be too surprising. You can see that the volatility was higher before because of the fact that we weren't as stable in these price ranges. You can see that we went up significantly, then we went down significantly. Now we are pretty much stable around this price point. We could see a potential huge move to the upside coming up. All right, so the 4 hours looks like we could potentially be going up significantly. Let's see what the 1 day is telling us. 1 day is telling us that, let me just think about this. So 1 day is still moving downwards. That is very unfortunate. You can see that we had some bullish momentum and now we're moving downwards. However, this could very well be the end of this cycle. So this could move significantly to the upside now, just like that. And then we would see this go up again to the positive side. RSI at this level could very well bounce until earnings. And this is all going to depend on the stock market as well. If the stock market is going to react positively, then yes, we will also be rallying huge. On top of this, I want to just take a look at the usual earnings process for Apple, because I think that's going to be very, very important due to the fact that whenever, because there's a pattern, right? There's a pattern usually towards earnings. We can see what happened last earnings. We went significantly lower before earnings, and then we went up again. You can see that. We had a rally, then we came down a little bit, and then we went up after earnings. So we could see something like that happen. But I would like to look at the Q3, because we do usually rally towards earnings, go down a little bit, and then we go rallying further. Unless there's some news out there like coronavirus. So rallying upwards would most likely be the thing for Apple to do, and then significantly correcting afterwards. But now we're not rallying towards earnings. We're actually going down before earnings. So that's interesting. Where have we seen this before? Right, so we have seen this before in Q4 of 2018, where we would rally downwards and keep going down. And this was during the I think this was during the whole China war thing with Trump. So we had a correction. The whole market corrected here. So that is not something I can point at actually. We'll have to look at something else then. 2017 possibly. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so right. This one looks a little bit similar. We had a move to the upside, which was not too huge, but it was all right, you know. And then we went sideways, and then pretty much had a huge move to the upside. This could happen. This could very well happen. Although the market cap was smaller back then, so it's not an indication of actually doing the same move. But we also see something right here. It's very similar. We had a rally upwards a couple weeks before earnings. Then we came back down. We had a correction. And after the correction, we had a significant move to the upside. Now this was 10 to 20% move to the upside, so also very small market cap back then, so we'll see what will happen. We saw this right here as well. And this was the example where we had the whole war, the traffic, or a war with China, trade war. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so there is a couple examples where we see Apple, when they correct before earnings, they would usually jump after and during earnings. So there's an incredible chance that it will be happening. And yeah, so this was my analysis for Apple stock, guys. I'll be looking at the $116.5 next. Then I'll be looking at $118.5, and after that we'll see $119, and then after that we'll be looking at $120. So those are my targets for next week. Yeah, I'll be conservative for now. I'll be uploading something. A Q3 earnings preview for Apple stock, and also, guys, I'll be live streaming the whole Apple Q3 earnings, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. That would be awesome if you would do that. I would just appreciate that. And then we'll watch it together and see where it goes. All right, so guys, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and also check out the Patreon. Link is in the description. You get early access, consultations, many other perks on the Patreon, guys. And check out the Discord. Discord is in the link in the description. Link is there. You can click it there. We have about 110 members now, and you can be part of the group. Guys, this was Lucid Trading. I hope you have a nice weekend, and I'll be seeing you next time.